Hello and welcome to the Easily Excitable podcast. My name is Top and with me this week is Shoban. Hey man, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I am doing alright. I finally got over the hump that was exams and now I have more hills and mountains in my way to overcome. So, yeah, it's looking to be an interesting time ahead. And yeah,
I
it's there's lots to do, but I'm glad I've got some things done. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've found myself over the last few weeks really diving into music and like figuring out what came out last year that was awesome and what new stuff is coming out this year that's going to be equally as exciting. So yeah, I've been having a good time where I'm just like, oh yeah, I can spend free time actually listening to music and doing other fun things. I don't know why I had that. Like that didn't. Oh no, it didn't occur to me before because I was like rushing around and spending my evenings doing things. Whereas
Right.
now I'm like trying to go to the gym in the morning, wake up early, go to work, and just getting things done at all hours of the day.
Yep.
But yeah, let's start with this then. What was one of your favorite albums of last year? Did we
Ooh.
talk about this already?
We
We
might
might have.
have we might have, but it might have been like a while ago.
Yeah.
For me, I guess it's always been like really changing, but
Yeah.
there's a group called Tuxedo, and
Mhm.
it's two different artists. One's Mayor Hawthorne, and one is a producer named Jake One.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, we both like 80s sort of pop funky music. Let's get
Mhm.
together and make an album.
Oh,
So
nice.
last year they released their second album, which was called Tuxedo
Mhm.
2,
Mhm.
and that album specifically makes me want to pick up and learn the bass guitar because it
Nice.
is such a solid, like, I've been mulling over it for months now, just because
Mhm.
there are a couple songs where like the guitar is so like solid on there, and the way they have
Mhm.
everything is just such a good album. So
Mhm.
yeah, that I really want to pick up the bass guitar now. Pick up just go to like any like store or pawn shop, pick up a guitar, pick up an amp, and just learn how to play and just
Mhm.
go for it. So that
Oh,
that one's
nice.
probably my favorite, and the one I've been going back to a lot from last year.
Nice. Nice. I think like my favorite album that came out was a prog rock album by a band called Elder. The album was called Reflections of a Floating World. I talked about it so much. I just wrote about it at length because it was such a captivating album for me.
Right.
And like it's just like so interesting what either a three or four piece band can do. Can't remember whether the singer's separate or he's the guitarist.
Mm.
And just the like loudness, not loudness, like the completeness of a sound that just three people can have. It's just
Oh, it's unreal.
ludicrous. It's just like, oh my god, this is absolutely insane. And then there's a band that's like eight or nine people called Diablo Swing Orchestra who are like heavy metal, but like they have like swing elements to it.
That's amazing.
And they put out a new album as well that was really, really enjoyable. But they lost their singer a few years ago. She left to go to other things.
Mm.
And they had a replacement female singer who I was like, oh no, is it going to be as good? And then I listened to it, I was like, yes, this is exactly as good as I remember. So that was encouraging as well. But yeah, I've have a good time like trying to catch up with those albums. And then I've just found myself like over the last few days when I've been going to the gym, just listening to like old heavy metal albums. Not even old heavy metal albums, like albums that have come out over like the last few years. That I'm just like, these are real solid albums to like run and exercise to in general.
Right.
Because especially at the moment as well, because there's a punch bag set up in the gym, and I'm just like, no one ever like goes to use it, so I'm just like, no one else is going to use it. I'm going to use it. So I like hit the punch bag for like 8 rounds yesterday, and I'm just like, yes, this is good. And like I'd like have a minute rest, and then I'd do 10 jump squats with a 15 kilo sandbag, and then what's the just do some ab exercise for 20 seconds.
Oh,
And
geez.
then like my timer would be like 3 minute round. I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And they're like, go 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 go, and like mix it up and just have a good time with the boxing on the punch bag.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good. How has your training been going, or has it been on hold for the time being?
It's usually with January I kind of put things on hold just because
Hmm.
I always get annoyed with the January rush of like the new people being like I'm gonna change my life and do everything. Like it's great that they're doing
Yeah.
fitness, but at the same time it gets a little too crowded for my liking.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
what I normally do is so what I've been doing now is I've just been kind of like I actually moved locations, so I'm now about a 10-minute walk to work. So
Hmm.
what I'll do is I'll like once as soon as work's done, I'll go and I will just sort of jog back and forth between my office and the house just to kind of get
Hmm.
like my cardio in a little bit, and then I still have
Yeah.
my skipping rope, so I'll do a bit of skipping and all that sort of stuff, a couple squats to like jump squats and everything to kind of balance out and
Yeah.
figure out that way. But yeah, no, I'm excited because February is coming up really fast, and that's when I'm going to be getting back into it. And
Yeah.
like I know I'm gonna get completely destroyed because I
Yeah.
haven't had any proper like upper body training in like a while now. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna like just go in and be like, yeah, I know how to do everything, and then I'm gonna hit the speed bag and then just get completely exhausted.
Yeah.
Go to the sandbags, just get wrecked, and then have to like go up against people and then just get destroyed. So I'm looking forward to that in about a couple days.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like I got back into taekwondo and like I've been training. It's been good and like my sparring hasn't like particularly dropped in any way. It's just like being ready for when people rush because some people have like changed like how aggressive they are and like how much they want to rush. It's just like just getting used to that and making sure that you understand where everyone is. But yeah, I'm still as jumpy and spin kicky as ever. So they're all just like, I don't want to rush too much. So they could get caught with a wild foot here or there.
I was just gonna say if they try to
Yeah.
rush you and then you jump and spin kick, that'd be
It's
amazing to
fun.
watch. Just
It's fun. Like I usually don't put like any power into it. I just let my legs go where they need to go, just to make sure the technique's right. But like,
right.
yeah, it stops people very quickly anyway. So yeah, it's good fun. But, yeah, and then yeah, there's a boxercise class at the gym, and I went along like my first session was like a week and a bit ago, and everyone's techniques are terrible. I'm just like, oh no, I can't handle this. But it's really good fitness, so I'm just like, oh, I'll probably just keep going.
Exactly. Like that's the thing I've always noticed with those classes. It's like if you're going there trying to find like people to kind of spar with or kind of like train with,
Hmm.
forget it because their technique's terrible. But at the same time, if you're going there just to like get in shape, they will
Yeah,
run you through the ringer. Like it is
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, yeah. There's always people that are in just like ridiculous shape that go along to them. So yeah, yeah. My overall fitness feels like it's getting better. Like
Mm.
I'm just feeling like being able to just stand up to more and hit more and for longer and just run longer and
Mm.
use the cross trainer for longer and yeah. This week because I'm starting work at like 7 every day and finishing at 3:30, I'm just like I'm not going to go to gym before work because it only opens at quarter past 6. So
Right.
I'm going to go after work, and I reckon between 4 and 5, I'm not going to be particularly busy, so I'll be a-okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of looking forward to just getting back into that and well, like straight after work, just being like, okay, I'm done with work, straight to the gym,
Mm.
get things done there. So it's gonna be pretty cool because yeah, I haven't really just been like I'm gonna solely focus on the gym for a week. It's been like, I'll just go to taekwondo, I'll take it easy. And then I guess I can just be like, no, I'm going to focus on just doing fitness, doing standard workouts,
Yep.
and just trying to increase overall fitness. So, yeah, kind of really looking forward to that. But yeah, I am glad that like exams and all that crazy stuff is over. The exams were just like crazy. They like exactly what I'd been studying came up in both exams, so I'm just like that's real encouraging.
Yeah.
I wrote full answers for everything. I didn't skip anything, so I'm confident I'll pass. But like
Yeah.
how well I pass it's kind of irrelevant as well because it's like it's mostly pass or fail. But yeah,
Mm.
you know.
But that's always
Um,
the best feeling, like when you look at all the questions and you know almost all of them, and you're like, okay,
mhm.
this is actually manageable. Like, uh,
Yeah,
cause
I
that.
got into the second one and I just sat down. Like we got handed the papers,
Mhm.
and then as soon as we like had our answer booklet, I like flipped to the back page and wrote out notes for every single question as to like how to address it. I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Nice.
So yeah, that was good. And then yeah, the because it was down in London, I was just like I messaged a few people and been like, "Are you around during the day?" So yeah, I met with Izzy and Russell, and we just had a good old time
Nice.
chatting and wandering around. Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, I need to make my way out to London at some point. Like I still have family out there, and I haven't been there in, I want to say like 20 years.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Like the last time I went was probably 94, 95. So it's
Mm-hmm.
been it's been it's been a it's been a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was all right. We just walked around everywhere. Met up at like Waterloo Station and then walked over to like the Soho area.
Okay.
And there's a what is there in Soho? There's a street that's full of guitar shops. Well,
Mm,
not just guitar shops, but like musical instrument shops. But it's mostly like where you'll find all the guitars in London,
okay.
like along this small street. Um, and yeah, went into a few of the shops, and I'm just like, I'm looking for some very particular pedals. I found the exact pedal I was looking for, and then like I was like, "Can I try this out?" So I tried it out, and it was nowhere near as good as I thought it was going to be. So I was just like, "Oh,
uh,
this is real disappointing. I don't want it." So yeah, then I looked at a bunch of other pedals and like tried some out, and I was just like, "Oh man, this is making sounds that I've been waiting for ages."
there you go.
And then yeah, bought some new pedals. I bought a Nano Pog, which is a poly polyphonic octave generator. So like when you play a note on guitar, it makes a note exactly an octave above and exactly an octave below. So it sounds like you
Uh,
got three things going on at the same time, and it
that's
sounds
cool.
so cool. And then yeah, I bought just a fuzz pedal, like a second-hand fuzz pedal that was real
Mm,
cheap, but well, cheap in terms of guitar pedals.
right.
um, but yeah, it was really good, and it's making the sounds that I want to hear. And yeah, I'm liking it. And so far, I'm like, I've just picked up these pedals, and now I'm just like, oh, I have all of these ideas suddenly that have just come from nowhere, apart from these pedals that clearly I've just bought, so it must be the pedals. Not really, but yeah. So yeah, like, it's really encouraging to just find something that's like, oh, this is inspiring me to play more and more, and like write new stuff. So that was real cool. And then yeah, I tried out some guitars as well, just because I'm like, I'll just try out random guitars. This is fun. And then I tried out some other pedals that I didn't end up purchasing because I'm just like, well, these pedals are enough for now.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch anyway, so yeah, that's fun. And yeah, but yeah, just had a solid, decent walk around London as well. And we went to this juice place as well, right in Soho. Um, and yeah, I got a juice that was strawberry, kiwi, and apple, and it tasted great. And I was just like, this is pretty alright.
That sounds amazing actually. Strawberry, kiwi, and apple. Oof.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is real good juice. So yeah, I had a good time. Yeah, what are your like plans and goals for the year?
Um,
Is there anything that you've got in mind?
well, so now that I have so I've moved into my own space. Like for about a year, I was
Uh-huh.
living with a friend. Like he owned a
Mm-hmm.
house near my new job, and like I kind of just like lived in his room and paid him rent.
Yeah.
But now that I have my own space, it's like okay, I like one thing I really wanted to do is kind of understand more of like the home automation stuff, like what Amazon is doing. So
Uh-huh.
I have like the Amazon Echo, and I've been just like, okay, what can I add to this thing to kind of make things go around? So just kind of like learning about that sort of stuff.
Oh, cool.
I want to try like I have a bunch of money that I've been saving up over the years where
Mm-hmm.
I've had it invested in a few things, but I'd never really like I had it invested, but I didn't know what I was like what else was out there to invest. So it's like, okay, I want to
Mm-hmm.
actually like do some more investing and kind of build stuff that way.
Hmm.
But yeah, like the main two is again, I really want to learn how to play bass and like play like some solid bass lines and everything, and
Yeah.
just kind of go through that. So I want to do that for the year, and then I also want to continue with the boxing. And now that I have like my licenses and everything, I want to actually like get trained and be prepared for like an actual fight and like
Oh,
go
nice.
for that. So or like enter a tournament and stuff like that. So that those
Hmm.
are it's they're smaller than what I've done in the past. Like
Yeah.
last year's goal was basically like overperform at work because that was my first job, and then like the year before was like find a new job. So
Yeah.
these are not like as life changing, but at the same time, it's like if I can get these done, like it would help so much and just like be
Yeah.
solid, like
Hmm.
and yeah, because it would just focus on fitness, and then also like just again, I've wanted to learn how to play bass forever, so the fact that I actually get to do that and have the funds to do that now, I would
Yeah.
totally it would just be a dream.
Nice. Nice. Oh, what was I gonna say? That's a shame. Poor brain. No, like one of the things I'm looking to do is like with like all the fitness things, the Taekwondo group are trying to arrange, or they are arranging a 12K run for us all through obstacles. That's like not necessarily that they're organising, but we're just trying to find one that's going on and then run it as a group.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to like doing that and just having some fun. And we're all gonna have a good time crossing 12K full of obstacles and mud and just it's gonna be a miserable but wonderful time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like kind of I don't know, kind of one of the major goals. Like obviously everything with like immigration and things like that, that's way out of control. So I can't be like, that's what I want to achieve this year. It's like
Yeah.
I'll try and get it started, but like, you know,
Ugh,
we'll see where that goes. But
just so much
yeah,
paperwork.
I know. So it's gonna be real interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a lot to do there, but oh well. Yeah. Have you been playing many games recently, or have
Not
you?
too many.
No.
So for Christmas, my sister got me the Super Nintendo Classic.
Oh,
So
nice.
I've just been I've always wanted to like beat a couple of the games that were on there because like I would rent
Hmm.
them or I would have like friends play them, and I never actually went through them. So now I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I need to actually like go through and beat these games. So
Hmm.
there's that. I've been playing Battlefront 2 again just because I guess they changed stuff up to make it like before it felt like a heavy grind just to kind of like do anything. But
Hmm.
they've I feel like they did something where they're like, you know what? We're gonna compensate you guys. Here's like a bunch of like boxes to kind of get everybody up to speed based on what their progression is and their level.
Hmm.
So everybody's been able to progress a lot faster and like actually play the game and like stay
Oh, cool.
competitive. Like there's no
Hmm.
one that's overpowered now. Even like people that normally would be overpowered in the past,
Hmm.
they're like it's not even it's not a factor anymore.
Oh, nice.
And then I downloaded Fortnite just to play like because I don't have my computer at my place.
Yeah.
So like I need to get my PUBG fix in. So Fortnite is definitely the best place to do it.
Nice.
But it is a lot more difficult because at least here I have my headphones on. I can actually like do everything, kind of figure stuff out.
Yeah.
But over
Hmm.
there, it's like, okay, I just have my speakers and I have to make sure it's really quiet or else stuff is just going to start shooting me and I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, yeah, no, it's been solid. I've had a bunch of friends that have been trying to get me into Monster Hunter World.
Hmm.
I tried getting the beta when that came out, but due to
Yeah.
time restraints, I just kind of got like I just didn't have time for it. But
Yeah.
definitely, I want to kind of pick it up within the next like couple of weeks or so.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I've been playing Monster Hunter World, and I have been having a real good time with it. I got it. Well, it came out on Friday. Um, I pre-ordered it on Thursday, so like it pre-downloaded, and it was ready for me. And then like um, yeah, it's I don't know. I've probably put in somewhere between 10 and 12 hours already, and that's only like 2 days ago that it came out.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's fun. but there's clearly a lot more to the game than I've experienced so far.
Definitely.
And so it's going to become a lot more hectic, and it's already quite time consuming, because the initial hunts take probably like 20 minutes each. There's one that you've got a 50-minute time limit on, and I took 37 minutes to take one monster down.
Ooh.
Playing solo. But when yesterday we were playing, and there were like four of us in the party, so we all decided to team up and try and take on some of the missions together. And when there's four of you, it becomes a bit easier, because then the monster isn't just like focusing on one person, and everyone is doing damage nearly constantly. And because we were playing as a 4 as well, you need different weapons. There were 3 of us using dual blades, which are like a really fast attack. And we were just like, one of us needs to change. So I changed to like a giant sword that's like massive. And I'm just like, yes, I will swing this around. And I've really got into using this giant sword. And everyone's just like, yes, that's what we want to see when we're playing a group. And there's 2 people still using like little swords, one using the long sword, and me with this massive fat sword. And I'm just like, yes, I will wail on things and do massive damage. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But I don't know how far I am into the game.
Okay.
I reckon I've probably made it about a quarter of the way in, based on like anything that the game's trying to tell me.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It is a steep learning curve, but it is very enjoyable. It's enjoyable to play solo. It's enjoyable to play multiplayer. When you do play multiplayer, the enemies like health scales up accordingly as to how many people there are.
Oh, jeez.
So but it's kind of mitigated by the fact that multiple people can be attacking it at the same time, and like the enemy's only going to focus on like one person really. So
okay,
yeah, it's all right. But each of the monsters has like different areas on them. So obviously, like anything that's got wings has its wings, its tail, its head, and like any other parts of its body, like its legs. And you can break bits off of it, and then like the tail specifically cut off. Everything else can be damaged, and then like bits will fall off that you can gather, and then use that to craft new weapons and all this. And it's like, I am just scratching the surface right now, but it is going to be very like in depth, and there's going to be a lot going on. So I'm
definitely.
I'm like, oh yes, I'm going to spend so many hours playing this game.
No, that's any sort of tips for anybody just getting into it for the first time?
Figure out what kind of weapon would suit you. The heavy weapon suits me because I played Dark Souls 3 with like a weapon that was a heavy weapon that you needed to hit and then move and then you can hit again. So I have familiarity with that kind of game. But the dual blades and the sword and shield are great for beginners because they're very easy to be like, yeah, slash. I can move. It's nice and quick. Sword and shield specifically has a bonus to it in that you can use items when you've got the weapons out. Everything else you have to sheath, and then you can use whatever items you're having. All in all, take your time with it. If you've got a 50-minute time limit and you're trying to kill someone, don't try and kill it in like 10 minutes and expose yourself and get hit and faint.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to lose you progress. Be sensible about things and when you want to attack. And you'll probably find some success.
Okay.
I really don't feel like I have spent enough time with it to be like, yes, this is how you should play. But it's just like, yeah, simple things like do take your time with it. Much like Dark Souls bosses, if things are going to be charging straight at you, step to the side. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's they do have some weird movements. So learn how the enemies work first. So if you're going to try and take on like an early enemy and like understand how it works, understand how the enemy works first using whatever weapons you feel comfortable with to start with. And then once you know how that enemy works and behaves, then switch up the weapons to see how you handle the other weapons to really get an idea, rather than just being like, oh, I'll just try and take out this enemy. I don't really know how to fight with a weapon set that I'm not really comfortable with. So yeah, either be comfortable with the weapons and take on the enemy, or be comfortable with the enemy and try out different weapons. Okay. But make sure you know one of the two before you actually go into a fight. Obviously, when you're starting, there's not really a good way to be like, I know how this enemy's going to behave, and I know what weapons I like. So it becomes a bit interesting. But yeah, all in all, it's a good fun game. It's difficult. It is difficult.
Okay.
There's no like scaling difficulty. It is the difficulty that it is. But yeah, it's good fun. I'm really enjoying it. But you know, I really like that style of game anyway, where I'm going to spend a bunch of time. It's going to take me a bunch of time to handle and figure out why and what is going on with the fight.
Right.
It's significantly less punishing than Dark Souls, because 2 hits from a Dark Souls boss, like any boss, and you'll be stuffed pretty much. Whereas with these, you kind of have some room for error, but there are certain enemies that, when you're at early game, are just gonna one-hit you, and that's just because they're for later game.
Of course.
So yeah, it's got a strange progression from what I've seen so far, but I'm looking forward to delving more into it because it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a game I can sink time into.
For sure.
So yeah, it's a good game so far, and it's definitely like filling my, I guess it's my Destiny itch at the moment, because it's got this crafting system, and I'm just like, yes, I can spend time just playing this and I'll feel like I'm making progress, which is what Destiny 1 was like, and Destiny 2 seems to be a little bit lacking.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm so off of Destiny 2 at the moment.
Yep.
I'm just like, I just want it to be good. And gameplay wise, it's fine. For PvE.
Yeah.
But really, there's no variety, and there's not actually that much to do, so it's a bit disappointing in that aspect. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was better.
Don't we all?
Oh, no. Yeah.
So many just like I don't think I've touched Destiny 2 like in a very long time.
Yeah, the DLC came out and I was like, I'm going to play it again. And then I'm just like, they still haven't fixed everything. So,
No.
And then like 2 weeks after it came out, I was like, nah, I've not gone back to it. That's a shame.
Yeah.
It just burns in my mind and I'm just like, no, I just wish I could play it. So, yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah. Yeah. Just seen that Steep got like a 17 gigabyte update, which is the snowboarding game that came out last year.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I have a feeling that update is to do with the Winter Olympics, because they had a Winter Olympics pack coming out for it. So that's all going to be going on soon. Winter Olympics, yes.
That's going to be good.
I like winter sports, particularly snowboarding, and I really want to go snowboarding again. But that's beside the point. It's kind of time of the year where I'm always like, oh, I want to go snowboarding because it's winter time.
That's true.
So yeah, that's something. Yeah, like I'll probably pick up Steep at some point and just be like, what's going on here?
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, I just want to finish more games this year, because in the past it's just been like, oh yeah, I'll just play Destiny 1 and that'll satisfy my gaming needs for quite a long time. And then I just never played any other games or completed any other games. So now I'm just like, I just need to finish games.
Yeah.
I've been playing Battlegrounds as well, like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I've been having good fun with that.
Oh yeah.
Like, I haven't made it to number 1. I've made it to number 2 once.
Oh.
It's like, oh no, I'm so close. But yeah, my mouse and keyboard skills are not up to scratch for that. So I'm just like, I need to get better. So I just need to drop into somewhere where there's going to be people and just contest immediately.
Exactly. Like I think I've only gotten up to like top 20 maybe. Like that's it. Like every time, like I try to play safe, I try to hide. Like I usually run with like the shrinking zone and everything. But someone with a sniper just automatically out of nowhere just like whizzes through me, and I'm like, okay, so that's a thing now.
That's that game over. On to the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's I found that a lot. But yeah, I want to spend more time playing that game, but there's no definite end to it. It's a continuous PvP.
Yeah.
How am I going to complete it? Other than getting a number 1 and just figuring it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fun game. But yeah, I've got other games in my Steam library that I need to work through. But that's what happens with people's Steam library, isn't it? Like, games come up on sale and you're just like, I can play all these games!
Yeah.
It's like, no, I can't.
Mm-mm.
What am I doing? No. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I'm jumping back to one of your early points. I wish you luck in learning to play bass. I've been playing guitar for, I don't know how many years, probably... I came out of uni out of school in 2007.
Right.
I must have started then in 2004, so I've been playing for 14 years.
Oh wow.
And I still think I'm only mediocre at best. I'm just like, I'm not. Yeah, I could know more. I could play better, but
I feel that, man.
It takes a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, learning instruments is a lot of fun. I like it.
Yeah, I think I learned like I started DJing and everything about around that time. But then even in that period, I like learned how to play like brass instruments. So I learned how to play the trumpet, trombone, French horn, tuba,
Nice,
all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like I don't know why I never got into playing like a guitar or like at least a bass. And yeah, every time I just love hearing like bass lines on every song, and I'm like, why have I not picked this up yet? So I'm definitely looking forward to kind of picking that up and kind of going through that.
Yeah, there's a bass line that just came into my head, and I'm just like, yes, Shoban needs to hear this right now. And I can't remember exactly what song it is. I think it might be from a Richie Kotzen song, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you know.
Yeah, send it to me. I will definitely learn that, and then just like next time I see you in person, I'll just break out the bass and then just play the bass line only.
Nice. I have a bass sitting over there, and I'm just like, yes, I should learn to play that more, but I'll just stick with the guitar and only play bass when I need it for recording. That's typical me all over. It's like, oh yes, I will use this thing that I only need to know at very particular times.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Shoban, where can we find you across the internet as we wrap things up for today?
You could find me anywhere, like mostly like just type in my first name backwards. It's Nabohs, Nabos. Or if you type in Shoban too, I'm the one that pops up. Twitter, Instagram, the RT website, the PSN, wherever. Just type it in Nabohs and I'll show up.
Awesome. I can be found across the internet at Destroy Topham or at Etherfar. Just everywhere. Mostly Twitter and Instagram, to be honest, and I barely use Twitter at that. It's mostly Instagram at the moment because, well, I mean, Twitter posts my journals every day, so yeah, can't really complain about that.
Right.
But yeah, awesome. This has been the Easily Excitable podcast. Thank you, Shoban, for being my guest this week.
Thanks for having me, man. Always fun.
You're welcome, and thank you everyone for listening. Have an exciting week. Goodbye.
Bye.